the Dorellos, which is good, but I think we need to do the wider, open the bait window, and then back, and we're on the edge of range still with the lean going past, and that's the bait kind of opening ones. Or doing the same kind of thing, maybe I go here, and I realize I'm way too close, even if I pivot, I'll still be in range. And if that's the case, then I tighten and close, and all my footwork becomes tiny and small. So if I'm in the media or close range, I have to be tighter footwork and tighter defense. If I'm further out on the edge of the lago, then I can do wider defense with bigger openings, and I can have a more posture. But all of a sudden I'm here, I really need a tighter posture with smaller footwork. So very Mung Robbie, scary feet.
So if I start in long range but tied up,
you can do no target and we get stuck in hand fighting. I think you're doing the mid closer range footwork in the tighter guard, but in the larger range, which means that there's no opening, you're waiting to a counter, then I'm not going to throw it in. You won't see an opening on me till I go to an attack, there's nothing to attack, and the range is too far out. Even if you're covered up and you're here, people at least have things they can hit. Even if it doesn't do a lot of damage, I can maybe hit forearm or whatever. So they'll go for it because of the closeness, but that's also why we got to tighten. The lean's helping a lot. Like if I just have even a little lean here, the amount of like little sways and movements, but we got to make sure we're not swaying like this. Even when I move back like that, I want to little bit feel up. Even if it's literally just like an inch, it just means that if you push forward all of a sudden, I can still move. Like my ability to keep moving is not reactionary. I'm already in motion. Exactly. Two main things I'll repeat from the machete again that you mentioned in the other videos I was watching was your blocks are, think of a load, not a block. That way that doesn't flare, they're really loading it. And lead with the head and your feet will follow. In that way you get a full turn. But think wider footwork on the largo and open and tighter and smaller on the close. Exactly. And for the first minute, really just think defense.
I think defense, but I still got to do wide shots.
Still, because once again, if you don't threaten anything, they realise that you're no threat and they'll start chaining offense. And even if you're a high level, the chance of someone having something slip through can happen. I mean, that being said, if they're chaining defense, I might just get like a spike or just put this here and you might just punch your fingers off and go, well, that was easy. They're like, But I'd rather bait them and trap them and trick them and use something clean, something safe like a Largo, Impagata, Elastico, like Ready Rada, Dorello.
Well, I feel like I need to make you move. If you haven't
you're not forcing my movements on feet.
Then you don't have to think and you're watching me and playing.
I should be extra flinchy today because I've only had 2 hours sleep. So I'm like, if I'm flowing, which is good, but I'm doing it very subconsciously, so it means I'm actually very vulnerable to being flinched if you can force it. But you've been in a further out range, so you haven't maybe.
You're comfortable.
Exactly. Now I'm going to get hell flinchy and probably get stabbed. But it's good. I'll see my automatic reactions and I can see what to train. So your muscle memory comes out more. When I think I've got 2 hours sleep, I assume it's a similar feeling to if I've had a few drinks of alcohol maybe. So like my body and mind aren't going to be as like alert. Nothing like a knife fight when you're not alert. See that already, that deeper one. So mate, you're doing that like the other day, it looks like you're going here and you're going bang. I'm like, what the hell is that extra? And like once again, it looks like you're going to miss with that step and the lower, and you're going so deep on it. It's good. And then you're also not going too narrow. It's not like you're going here and then you're too safe. As I mean, you're doing enough with the 45 that as you're coming out, even when you're here, it's a good bait still, but it means you still have the ability to move and your balance looks good. Nice.
Walk into that.
I wasn't actually going to do it, and then you changed something and like, That's alright. I maybe got your eye, but like, wasn't too deep. I actually didn't have a lot of power in that, it was more of a clip. Nice, it's good you kept going. Did I get something first?
You threw something.
I think I hit something, but I don't think it was anything vital.
You weren't expecting me to keep following?
No, I actually did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were, you're not used to me keep going.
No, I like that you did that, but I 100% expected it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I've been telling everyone to do that for about 2 months.
Yeah. I know, it's good.
I was just, someone's going to do that in a real attack.
Yes. No, that's good. I wasn't sure either, so now I was coming back. I couldn't go through the things here.
It was less fingers, it was almost like hand wrist.
Yeah.
So I think you would have blocked it. You moved your head so it wouldn't hit your neck.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. You're rolling your head around it now, which is good.
Yeah.
that one would have gone through.
The head.
And it's not pulling you flinch, you're very ready.
Yeah.
Saved you a bit.
Yeah, I'm blocking with it.
You got your fingers, but it's more the fact that afterwards that kind of like makes you feel it.
I need to roll more with that one, so it's...
Yeah, you dodged the initial because you went away, but you didn't do the full turn, so this was still there.
Yeah.
Where if you did the full 90, that shoulder and arm would have
would have missed completely.
I would have done like this, you would have done...
Yeah.
Interesting. Ray actually holds it back for an extra half second.
Yeah.
So like, you'll go for that stomach, and he'll leave it there.
Yeah.
And he'll actually let you go towards it to the last second. And then just as you're about to hit,
fuck.
He'll just wait until you're like literally 1 to 3 inches, then Burgandy with a popo and enter. And I'm like, oh no. Because I'm going, if I get to here and I see him move, I'll cancel it. And he doesn't. So I get to here and I'm like, oh, I'm good. And I basically go, I finally got him. Yeah. And he just does a popo. I'm like, oh no. Again, the same thing. It's so annoying.
Each time you think this is it.
I know, and I'm like, oh, I finally got the timing. I'm like, I got the measurement, I just got to get the timing. And I'm like, oh, I finally timed it, and he's just so good. He's like, whatever increments I have, he's doing like 1/10 of, and he can read these micro increments. And like, I got to reduce my telegraphs. I've got the right moves, but he's like, you're telegraphing too much and you're showing too much. So you've got the right stuff, just show it less. I'm like, okay. At the moment, I'm doing it to make sure I've got covered holes. So I'm slowly going to do less, so I show more holes and traps. So I just got to find a way to do it safely. So if I try to copy him too much with his stationary thing, I just get sniped. I lose my thumb or a couple face shot, or I'm just...
You want to do this perfect first.
Yeah, that's end game to me. That's that's master level. Yeah. Like I feel like we're at a good level at the moment, but I'm not a master yet. Like fuck, I got decades on that. Like we got a while. Exactly.
Time.
One day. Even then, it's going to be different to like the time he actually was applying it. He was doing real combat on people. Yeah. a modern master, a 21st century master is very different than the 20th and 19th century masters of blade work. Yeah, exactly. That's actually a good thing, though.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to use live machete.
No, I'm not doing any of that shit.
Exactly. Sounds horrible. Half the stories you hear sound like movies.
Yeah,
and not good ones, though. You're going, man, I don't want to be in that situation. Like,
yeah, that's...
coming into the right ranges, but you weren't throwing anyway.
Yeah. I'm trying to do the don't throw straight away.
Yeah, I know.
But then it's not.
Well, got to a point where there was absolutely zero holes, and you're just waiting to counter me, and anything I threw was just opening me for your counter, and I was like, I'm going to stop throwing now.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm going to aim for your hand, wait 2 minutes later. Yeah. I gotta be able to do that though, and like I don't want to just verbally say, oh, like they're not doing something, you need to change, or I can't do my stuff.
Yeah.
I just mentally have to go, all right, they're doing this. None of what I want have open change, so that like I need to do something to draw out the attacks I want.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, it's good. I actually like those situations now because I'm like, we get so used to fighting other trained people that some untrained person's just gonna not do what they want. They go, no, fuck that. You got a knife? I'm not coming over there. Which is the normal response for a knife.
Yeah, you got to still bait.
Exactly. But you also can't just walk away because what if they run at you and start stabbing you in the back? Like, I'm not going to take my eyes off that person.
No, you got to do it safely.
But I don't want to stand there for 2 hours looking at each other. Also, I'm like, I don't even want to be there for more than 5 minutes. So I'm like, if they have a friend coming, they go and they get 2 more guys coming now, there's 3 dudes, 2 of them have machetes, and I'm going, this is really escalated, and now I'm in a lot of trouble. So I'm like, I just want to get out, like, ideally without the fight, if I have to, whatever. Like, yeah, you dodged the first part.
Yeah.
You almost framed. I think I was coming through and it's like come out.
Yeah.
But I then realised I can like come through afterwards or something.
Yeah.
You know what it was? After the frame, bring it back to the vertical. Or actually bring your body to the arm.
I had to bring it to the arm because if I let your arm go, you could have...
That was good because it made it go out.
Yeah.
So once this is here, you need to bring...
I need to do
that.
that.
Exactly. Because I realised there was a gap between. I was going, I can come through there.
Yeah.
But if you just brought yourself down, exactly. That was the same the other day. You just go straight. You barely have to move that.
Yeah.
So I think you did the dodge and the frame the other day. But as you did it, I think you went around.
Stuffed it with
and I think I did the counter. So I think you blocked, you went around, and then I did that, and I actually did it. I was like, oh my god, you actually had the opening, but then I mirrored.
Yeah, it's about, as you're that close, go.
Yeah, and also it's so natural to block, like it's always like bringing stuff. Yeah. Some like these are easier to see, and just that's so quick. I get it though, sometimes there's a lot of counters for down the middle, but at that range you won't even see it. Like.
You've got the strength.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there, I can't do it.
Well, also like what I found is that I think it was Tom Flynn. Yeah. He's fast and like he's also quite long. So there's a few moves where like he's like he's done like a shot on me like around here. And I've done this, but he's already pulled that shoulder back and like rolled. Oh yeah. And he's like he just kind of got it.
Yeah, well that's going
he's already preempted it. He's like he's quick enough with it. and I realised that he's really getting into more his upper body's rolling, and I went, his bottom half it isn't. So and he kept doing that rolling. So the next one I went low. And he's like, you stabbed me. I'm like, yeah, well, last 3 I've done up here. You've just perfectly slipped, and then I'm in danger. And the counters continued, and I went, what the hell? I should have got you there. I realised after 2 or 3 times that I was like, once again, our head defense has gotten really good with the shoulders and the rolling. But then you realise that these hips are still kind of the middle square. I was like, I'm going to put it right in the middle. And he's going here instead of that. Yeah. And it made a big difference because he's blocked high, not thinking down here. Yeah. And he's really rolled high, but then, that stays there. As I said, those little feet steps are really making a difference. So I'll do another couple, we'll switch to guitar. You're all good, you're all good. Oh, nice, went the wrong way.
It's only because we got in close enough.
Yeah. I'm getting more and more relaxed because I still feel like you're not attacking. So I wasn't looking at time. I relaxed it too much. Okay. Nick me here, but I think I got your throat.
Yeah, I need to do less.
Yeah, I think you got like a little one on my arm, but I got through it right there.
Yeah.
So now you're almost doing too much pressure.
Yeah.
But you're still not in the right range.
Yeah.
Like it looks like you're almost going like here. You're still too far out as you're doing it. Right. But you're doing so much forward pressure right now. So I've gone from not attacking to now I'm only defending and exiting. Yeah. Because I'm like, okay. You're not showing any openings or windows. Yeah. And you don't have to. There's a lot of people that are aggressive just coming in.
No, I want to do this.
Yeah. Also, I've had 2 hours sleep, so I feel off.
Yeah, it's all good. I've got to get this right. That's.
Yeah, I was trying to back off to do some like larger medium while staying on me the whole time. Yeah. I was like, he'll do the star in a second, be like 9, 4 movements. I was like, fuck, he's not exiting.
That's a lot of force pressure.
But it's good because before you weren't in range at all. So like, it's finding that mid-range. Once again, it's something I'm doing wrong as well, but I pick up on it.
Oh, no, I'm going to fight anyway, so.
Yeah.
I was waiting to go around it.
I just realised once again you stopped throwing offense. Yeah. You're just waiting in range for me to lead everything, and I'm like, I'm just setting myself up again. So I'm like, even though we're actually in the right range that time, you halfway through stopped. Yeah. Which I get. But it's so obvious that you're just waiting for an guard counter. That makes me immediately stop throwing all my offense. It's okay if I go like 1 and you don't throw one and I do a second one. Yeah. But if you do a couple of attacks on it, you just go and you're loaded the whole time. And I'm watching you get like 3 inches, 2 inches, 1 inch, and you're pulling in closer, loaded, and I'm like, you're about to fucking launch at me. Yeah. And the only thing that's giving you the openings in the measurement is my attacks. So even though I was in the range, it's like, I'm just gonna stop throwing. And then immediately as well, you went, oh, okay, I gotta throw again. And then it meant that now you didn't have the measurement because I stopped. I just got you a little bit. When you've been doing perfect dodges here with like Humphrey artists.
Yeah.
I've been going miss. I'll even step and go, and you're floated, and I'm like, oh, it's just there. Like, no, your measurement's been really good with it all.
Yeah, it's just
but it's it's your offense. You're doing either too much offense or you're too tight on the defense. Which once again wouldn't be a problem for anyone that's low range. Anyone that had good offense and tight defense is like good. Your self-defense is good. You're going to be safe. But I'm thinking about the bait of the higher range. So
yeah, it's not triggering anything.
Yeah, you're not doing the bait openings, and you're making me shell up. And stop throwing, which isn't good for you either. Because you want the holes in me to. You want me to attack.
I mean, before when we had that, it's hard. I wasn't throwing at all, just rolling around.
Yeah.
But then I'm not throwing.
Yeah.
So then I'm thinking, okay, I'll hold back.
Yeah.
Roll, be close enough I can strike.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you stop throwing.
Yeah.
So then I've got to work out how to keep that tight defense.
I'm okay doing a couple, but it's when I realise I get to like 4 or 5 in a row, and I'm like, they're just timing me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to do more than 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Usually I want them to do 5, and then I'll do 1. And that's why I realise I'm like, they're waiting for me to do 4, 5, 6, and they're going, that was close, half a centimetre more, almost. Now.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'm seeing that. I just can see them all. I know, I can see it with the younger guys. I'm watching them go. They're like, you can see them like rolling, like it's like they're on like a start line, to like a dog's at a races or something. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, they are ready to launch, and I can see it in like your face and your feet and your movement. We're hiding it a little bit more, but it's the same feeling. Yeah. I'm like, they're ready to launch. I notice it more in how tight we get.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they're showing it in like their movements. You can see they're like, oh my god, I want to go. But you're hiding it in your movements like that. But I see us go from this to tighter and tighter, and I realize like, wait, I'm just so.
I think it's the thinking of remember we used to say just wait till the opening, and don't actually strike until there's an opening.
Yeah.
If you do that and have that more patient way about you, you're not getting so tense.
And when we realise that we're both not throwing out here, that's when we both start doing those.
Yeah.
But even then, we're not going full commitment.
Yeah.
And like doing our neck and whatnot. We're doing like 2/3, and we're going like we could continue. You know, we're saying, are you stepping? Are you reading this? Like.
Yeah. So maybe it's more like the attitude of not. Offense all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be I'm just waiting until there's a complete opening.
Yeah.
And until then, I'll just keep firing.
For about 10 minutes, I've been wondering if we get to a situation where we're both in range but not throwing. Yeah. I was wondering if we both get to here where we both step and we go like this. Yeah. We both go flip. And let's see, can I get, because we both want the other person on board to give us the opening. Yeah. But we're both either doing the attack and exiting. Or we both attack at the same time, or we both exit at the same time, and no time are we both going pull. Like we're not both trying to pull the bait at the same time, and seeing that weird stalemate where we're in range and not throwing, and then we go, oh, and then we can try like those. I'm not saying I didn't see a single opening for that.
I felt like when we were over there, which was a lot more all over the place, but it was more flinchy.
Yeah.
Like both.
Sorry, I was going to turn that off. I'm getting distracted by the alarm.
I think it was too flinchy.
What are you talking about with over where?
When we got over here, and I was moving a lot more in the last couple of minutes, and we got a lot closer, and we were all like this.
Sorry, I'm too spacey today.
We were very. I thought we were.
Oh, actually, there was like a
little bit of an exchange.
Exactly.
But I felt like I felt like I was too flinchy. Yeah. Instead of doing the old wait, let it go past, and there's an opening.
I feel like the first 2 or 3. We're good, and then I felt you pull back, which might have been you going, I'm too flinchy, and then you started targeting my fingers, so I stopped attacking. Yeah. Because I was like, I felt I was here, and then you looked uncomfortable, and you stepped back a bit. Yeah, but then everything after that was surrounding my hand, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah. So like, it made me back off, because I was like, I can't follow you now. Yeah. I don't want to do hand counters in the mid-range. I'm like, we're going to do hand counters, and I'm like, yeah. It's too dangerous. Like, I don't need to come off my body and get sniped in the face.
Let's just give it a minute. Let's try, and I'm going to I'm just going to wait till if there's no opening, I'm not going to go for some crazy strike.
I would say don't do the attack, you start floating in closer but with tighter defense. Yeah. And I'm like,
I'll still do attack.
But I mean, like, if there's no opening, we don't have to like try to force it in.
Yeah, just sort of open.
Even then, if there's no opening, I'd almost rather just be like, look up here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I understand if you go, this is too loaded. I'm always doing this sometimes to go, look, it's not on my body, ready for sniping.
Yeah.
Make people feel safer. They go, I'll see it come from down there. I'll go for the attack. So I think even when it's here, a lot of people are like, it's too hard to see these angles. So they go, but when it's here, I can see it in my periphery. So it makes them feel safer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make them feel safe to invite them in for an attack.
That's how it is.
And I've tried a few times, being like, look, there's my neck. We got close down. And all they go is, they're going, I know you coach, and I know that you're going to go whip. And they're going, and I know how quick it is, and I don't want to give you the opening. So I have to go, like, look, it's over here. It's over here. Come open. Even then, I got to make sure I'm not in the middle. I got to keep it covered, and then once I'm off your middle here, I can drop that and go, look, I'm open, and cover up again. Same here, I'm going to keep it covered till I'm more here, then I might go, look, it's open there. Bang,
No, I'm going to try that. That definitely.
It's still feet.
It is, but
the hands don't feel too bad today, to be honest. Your head movement's gotten better, and you are pulling the foot back, but it's the range.
I feel I'm tired and I'm flinchy. And that's how it feels. And as I'm going in, you're doing these shots, and I'm trying to.
I don't feel like I've got this. I thought I'd be flinching from my tiredness. I don't feel as flinchy, but my ability to read and see the angles and the openings is less today when I'm tired. I'm just going. Usually I have traps and I can read it, and all looks a bit slower. It hasn't slowed down, and I'm not having the. I can't consciously pay attention to you and think about my traps, but usually I can. So today I'm going, I have to focus on this. If I don't, I start thinking about traps, that's when you're around me. So I was like, I don't have the brain capacity to do both today, which is interesting.
That's good.
But I'm not as flinchy as I thought it would be. But maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe a few of the ones I got caught out on, it would have been good to be flinchy.
Well, you've gone calmer, which has made me more flinchy. Like I'm coming in going, he's going to
because it looks like Ray's relaxed, babe, but I'm just tired. Because I get it, because it looks like I'm just going,
and
then you're waiting for, exactly. But I'm just tired, and I'm going, you're over there, you come here, like. I know. I told you it's going to be a weird one today.
Okay, that's good as well.
Like I said, I reckon 2 out of 3 sessions we're doing really well, and then we have a weird session for 1 and 3, and then we pick it up again.
No, but we'll learn a lot from this.
But as I said,
if I can work this out.
Sometimes I prefer sessions where it doesn't work, because that gets me. I get the wording down in my head. Like we're saying, like instead of a block, it's a load. Just that thought alone changes how you move. So I find these sessions are where I find those wordings.
It's even those loads, I can't come back and be like that. It's like slow, and if it does happen.
Exactly.
But
and if you can go, and like even slow on the first half, and then as you see them go for it, you can speed up. Like so you can be slow, speed up. Like the moment it passes the middle, because then you go change of speed, and same thing, you can go slow and then fast, and it's in mess with it.
There's a way of
slow by itself isn't bad, and fast by itself isn't like bad, but when you mix them, it really is annoying. I mean, if you had to have only one, you'd want the fast one.
But
that's why we get the timing on the low ranks, because fast becomes predictable when it's always the same fast speed. That's what I'm trying to get Hunter to realise and Tom to realise and stuff. Like Tom understands, he's changing his movement around.
You can be loaded without actually just sitting there like that.
Exactly.
Like you can be down here and still have the momentum.
The little loopy movements, you'd be surprised how much little flicks can actually load and
just small. But I think I was doing load.
Has to always come back to the speed assist.
And you were just going, oh god, what's that?
And it looks like you're gonna come in
that looks like,
especially if you got the lean and you're going.
So
it looks like you come out and you are. Right? But you're trying to pull a flinch response, and instead it just makes me want to back off.
It's just making you defend.
But once again, maybe that's a thing that I got to deal with. Maybe I should be staying in and pulling that flinch. Like maybe I should be pulling that shot by pretending to flinch, and then you go for it, and then countering. And they're like, I don't know if I have to speak to them.
Oh no.
This is the kind of psychological counter game that I am thinking
normally if you came across this, I'm flinchy today, so you should be making me flinch.
Usually I just use my footwork, play defense, and then on the 4th or 5th start to get counters. But something's up with me.
That's something.
Like I said though, maybe this would be how I fight when I'm drunk. I'd be tired. I'd be tired other days. It happens. Finding I'm on the middle a lot. I'm on the center line a lot, which is not a good thing.
But that's all right.
That's all right. I was like,
time.
both the way we're dodging and rolling is
I had
good.
time to roll, whereas before...
I'm already feeling better. It felt like you pivot out, and it felt like we were going vertical, and you moved there, and I felt like we were always on each other's center line. It was starting to really annoy me.
But I could load from that, whereas before
that first
when
one felt like I was like angled, you did like a backhand, I've dodged that, I've done this, you've gone back. Yeah. And I was going, you know what, that was good. Yeah.
Whereas before there, I would have tried to hit you straight away.
They were too in front.
Yeah.
But it felt kind of a bit diagonal then. Like, So I think it's not just the footwork and the distance, I think it's our placement of where we are. So you might be both mirroring the gorellas, you might both be stepping out and then both pivoting to face each other. Yeah. So you might have to add a bit more like the football step. Like, I think the range is right. Like that felt
the range was good. I just loaded
the lean. You got a bit of a lean, but not detrimentally that you look planted. So it's interesting. Your head movement still looks okay.
Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah, I'd say already that's feeling better.
Yeah.
It's funny how such a small thing. To me, it's really winging out.
See, so that still feels open, but I could do something.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not.
Yeah, exactly. I think the lower stuff, because like, I can't really block this anyway, so I may as well bait you in.
Yeah. That's okay. It's still, still distance. No one's just going down. Even that.
I was saying, like, this feels right now.
I was all right coming back.
This feels like the right measurement. The angles and openings are now there. Now it feels like we can actually go into the bait setup. So I think it was in the footwork again. My whole focus for the last like couple of exchanges was out. Yeah. Like not forward, out. I'm going, I want to be here. And if you realign with me, I want to be there or there. Ideally there, because it's too easy to go here and back, here and back. So I'm going to be more likely to go here, and I'm more likely to go there. But if you keep rotating with me, you'll go back there this time. And I've done too much like this. You go vertical. And as you come forward, you go one of these again. And then if you really drive in, I'll have to keep going backwards and wing out. Like,
Oh, that was good.
So just not being in the middle made everything feel better there.
Well, mine was just that attitude, if there's no opening, I'm not going.
Yeah. Do you want to keep going on this, or do you want to do Dos Manos? Because we've probably only got like 10, 15 left, maybe less. Yeah. I'm happy to just keep doing this, so we can just do Dos Manos next time if you want.
This feels good.
I feel like this would relate more to the machete, and we had the same thing in machete, it felt like. Yeah. Like if something felt a bit off. So I'm like,
Well, if I can fix this for 10 minutes, that's straight.
I'd rather, if we tick this off, that'd be more than if we did half, like 10 minutes of Dos Manos and didn't really see anything. Yeah. Okay. That's right. We'll just do, next time we'll do a bit more of the two-handed. Yeah. There I just stepped one.
Yeah.
But once again, it was only because the angle, you look like you're here instead of in front. Yeah. So usually if I came in front, you could see this. Yeah. And I went, from here, I can almost come out and then come in. Step.
I just got to move now.
You're coming back square.
Yeah.
So I still think like wing out. Wing out. Because I'm like, I think you stepped backwards. Yeah. Like kind of kept
you kept pushing on.
Yeah, so you like rolled. Yeah, with my collar, you can roll the other way as well, and like carry it down. Yeah, exactly. And you don't know, you start spiking.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to.
You're trying to not cut the hand though, I know. Yeah.
Oh no, this is good. I'm just trying not to, unless there's a good opening, I'm not.
Yeah, that's it. Nearly every shot I've gone for, I wasn't really planning. I'm just going maybe there, maybe here. Sorry. I realised that your shoulders and head, everything here up, real good defense. Like I was saying before with Tom, it was like nothing, not moving here as much. And I was saying, mate, you've actually gotten kind of like po-po-y. Yeah. So like do a shot up top. Yeah. You've gone kind of like po-po and you do the other side, and you do it the other side. Yeah. You're actually getting really good rotations and movements. Yeah. Your legs up moving. Okay. Your hips are here, and like you're not switching your stance as you're doing it. Yeah. You're doing it as po-po. And like even then, I don't think you're coming up on a heel. I think you're just twisting.
Yeah. Oh, that was twisting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. See, now you're doing the head front claw thing. I can't read you. Yeah. I can't tell if you're going left, right, forward, or backwards. And you're still in the right range. That's so important. Yeah, I can't do right.
Oh, well, it's changed.
And also, your hunch has taken your stomach away, and the middle part of your stomach that I might be able to reach is now being blocked by your forearm. But this was a little higher before.
Yeah, true.
And you're more upright, so I can get in there. Now you brought it forward. I can't see your stomach properly, and it's dropped your elbow lower. So even if I went to the middle area, it's not going to fit it now. Okay. It's like, it looked like this before. Yeah, and you got see that. Yeah. Now I just don't target. It's just gone. Your hands further back as well, so keep going. Which means the only thing is this. It's the only thing I haven't been able to hit today because your defense up high is really good. Right. So mate, it's you literally going, this is the only target, but you're good at that target defense, so that's good.
But I'm still waiting.
Yeah, exactly. And if I realise that they still won't throw, because maybe I do have too good a defense up here, and every time they go for it, they're like, oh, you reach in my head, and he just goes bang. And they're going, I'm sick of reaching, I don't want to open myself. That's where I will lay that across my neck. And you see me going like, look, there's fucking neck, go for it. Be careful against Cage, because that's his speed, it's his side. I know. I've done that, and he's been left-handed. Oh god. So I was expecting a load, but I'm like, no, that was good. His jab's really good.
Oh yeah.
Even on his right hand, like, or left, like, I know it's when he's in this orthodox position, but he's usually a southpaw, so it's usually straight, but his jab and hook is so good, like, that's really interesting.
Boxing's crazy.
I guess he's been doing it about 4 or 5 years now. Yeah. Put a little too much weight on that right leg. Yeah, I realised that I thought you were going to pivot, but I thought you were locked on that line, so I was like, I'll go up the leg.
You're right, I didn't have enough
here. That was like, even if you pivot, that head will be pivoting around that leg. And I was like, I can maybe get in. So like, yeah, interesting. But this is showing stuff now. Yeah. And I don't feel like I'm just playing with you, I'm going on no. So I can't read you still. If I can read people, then it feels like I'm playing with them and toying with them. Nice. That's good. It's got your fingers, but I think you were going sweet. Yeah. Even, it looked like it was lined up with your eye, but even the way you rolled, it would have been your cheek. Yeah. Like cheekbone. I mean, like, better than it's not your throat, it's not your eye. Yeah. Like, was it, you got a scar on the face, but you have full functionality for the fight. Yeah. That's how I see it. You're not even it's not even above your eye, which would leak into your eye and mess your depth perception of. Which matters more for a longer fight, short fights not so much. Yeah. But if it's under your eye and it hasn't affected your breathing, hasn't hit your artery, hasn't messed with your vision, that's not so bad. Get a cool scar. No. Someone asked the other day, like, did Scarface in the movie Scarface actually have a scar on his face? I'm like, yeah, that's why he's called that. Like, and someone that hadn't seen it, the girl that I know. I was like, and then she's like, is that meant to like encourage people to be a gangster? I'm like, no, the whole message of the movie is if you're a selfish dickhead, don't be like this. And like, look how it backfired and the whole fucking world fell apart. And he's like, too many people looked at me and went, oh no, you gotta get rich or die trying. And you're like, that wasn't the message. It's the same as like, what's the guy that played Batman? It was Christian Bale. Yeah. He did what was it? American Psycho. Yeah. And a bunch of people went, oh, I want to be like him. And you're like, no, the whole point is like it's a rip on him. Like you're meant to be making fun of him, and people like him, and you're like, that guy's a psycho. You don't want to be like that guy. Like, Jesus. Yeah, that's right.
Good role model.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, yeah, the writer's a girl, and I think she's like, I was legitimately making fun of him, and people are like, I aspire to be like him. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Actually
I did a weird sway and I wasn't actually going to attack, and then realised that we both kind of swayed in. I think at the same time. Yeah. I even thought you were doing a fake, so on the first I went, is this a real? Oh, it is. So those weird moments where you both kind of looking and going, are you messing with me or am I messing with you? Like, yeah, just interesting. Yeah. Temperatures dropped down.
That's nice, yeah.
we've been getting cooked here for the last couple of days.
Yeah, I can breathe now.
I know, right? There's
Well,
humidity. And you know what? There's no clouds today. The cloud cover, you think it's good, but it's been so muggy and sweaty. Yeah. This is nice. Yeah, at least I've been smart enough not to wear long pants anymore. Well done. I was still wearing them in summer. I was like, why am I grabbing these? I know they're like Balinese or Thai pants, so they're thin, but like, god damn, like, it makes sense when it's sunny. It's kind of getting nice. Oh, cross my fingers.
Actually put my hand up.
Yeah. I was like, it was just like, you just slashed, I put my hand out, you went fingers, I'm like, why did I put the fucking out there?
Yeah.
I'm like, I had an umbrella before I extended.
Exactly.
Once again, it's the weird flinches when we're tired.
Yeah, don't parry.
Like, alright, stop expanding.
It's a nice. The flinches are contract. Yes.
Oh, nice. You saw my move, but you cancelled it again with your offense.
Yeah, I thought you were going to drive.
I was. I almost went for it, I almost reached for it, but also it looked like you were going to like come back or around. And I was like, if I reach for this, it's going to disappear. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to die. But you saw me line up, you saw what I wanted, I saw what you wanted, we both went, nah.
Oh,
sorry.
I thought I had that.
I did like a...
I know, and I got in contact with it.
If I did it full speed, you would have just parried it.
Yeah, I had contact.
But I almost went. And then because of that, you got a half connection leg. That was interesting.
Yeah.
If I didn't do broken rhythm, 80% of my shots would land on you.
Yes.
Like, and it's not even like I'm pulling a flinch response now. Like before it was me just going, I'm here, and you going, and you'll give me an opening. Yeah. You're not doing those openings anymore. No. It's just me messing with timing, going fast, slow, fast, or slow, medium, slow, fast. Like just messing with like pause, stutter, like no, and lean away, and then go, and just like they're going, what the fuck was that weird stutter thing you did? And I'm like, I don't know. If I think about it, I'll fuck it up. So I'm just feeling it, like. Yeah.
Because I had contact. If you had it just continue.
I was saying, if I was
right.
That's why I keep saying to Hunter in the low ranks that I'm like, you guys think you need to speed it up to hit me, but because you're speeding it up, I know if you go maximum speed, it's easy to time.
Yeah.
But I was like, once again, if I did that full, you would have got it, but I kind of went here, I went like, and you didn't go straight past. You like touched, and then I've gone anyway. Yeah. It's almost like you slapped the blade, but you commit. Yeah. I think I did it, but didn't fully come off my body, then went anyway. I was hoping you'd pass, like I was hoping you'd go and then do that, but I realised even when you stopped in the middle that my momentum had the weight behind it, and I was like, as long as I don't extend, because then you can turn it, but by just going here and then leaning, like, you can't move it because you've got the body weight. It's the T-Rex arms again. Yeah, nice. We probably only have like 5 or less, but the alarm will go off.
Yeah, but
we fixed it.
Heaps.
Only in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is good. Yeah. Once again, I'm happy. It wouldn't have been worth 10 minutes of Dos Manos to not fix either.
No, I had to know exactly what was happening with this.
It was, we weren't showing the openings. We weren't thinking defense. We covered up way too much.
Oh yeah, I had to slow down.
We're putting lots of pressure with no openings. Yeah. Which you think would be good.
No, it was, I was thinking, remember the first thing we were talking about was make sure you load?
Yeah.
I was overloading.
Yeah.
So everything's
like when you're always loaded, you're always threatening, and it looks like you're threatening.
You can load as you're coming back and moving here, but as long as you've still got balance.
As I said, Ray does it here, and he goes load, and he's only done a little, but he's like just that motion was enough of a load because he brought his elbow to his body. Yeah, he's just gone here, and that's enough to go. I can now launch.
Yeah, I can now.
Doesn't have to go all. I mean, it's good if it comes all the way in. It's faster. It is faster to go from here than already halfway out. Where I used to be like, oh, I'm halfway to the target. It's a shorter distance. It'll be faster. But it's more of a coiled spring when it's all the way back. But it looks like it as well. So you're showing it too much. Like as I was saying, I'm doing things, but I'm showing it. And he's going, well, I can see shit. And he's like, you you look dangerous, so I just float away from you. Yeah. He's like, until you don't look dangerous, then you're too relaxed, and then I kill you. And he's like, somewhere in the middle. It was like, or fake the relaxed, but still be loaded. Or like, yeah, or just be loaded and fake relaxed. Yeah, same thing, back and forth. Yeah.
But I get that now. Yeah. Whereas before I was very focused on get it back.
And I still think it is upright further out, more of a lean further in, wider shots and bigger footwork further out, tighter and more twisty on the further in. Yeah, just make it better. I'm really trying to contract inwards with the flinch and not just jump out of range, but still be twisting. But being aware that if at any point they're like, so we're here, I might just step in and go, are you going to flinch? Yeah. And I go, oh, you haven't. But now my whole focus is on rotating with the popo and the Dorello, because if anything you throw here, I'm probably going to need that, and then I can step in. But say I did that, and you step backwards, I now have to be aware that I'm upright, and the rolls aren't going to do that much now. So I now actually need to lower, and now be prepared for the speed. So I'm like, you're going to roll and do a speed assist essentially. So you're probably just going to pull that back, and I'm going to go here. But if I pull my foot back as I dodge, now I can do almost a slow mo. That's where it's like, oh, I just touched. That's where it feels like I know I did it right. But as I'm like little things like that where I've gone, I know I'm doing the roll defense, and I've gone Largo, pull the flinch response, medium. Oh, it didn't work. All right, focus on my defense without exiting, pressure, and then going, maybe I will exit myself. And I'll go here, and then maybe I'll go here, and then I've done that. But if you initiate it, I gotta make sure I change. Because I think I'm trying to follow, and like you say, like I do like the roll, and I go here, and you step back, and I'll go here, and I'm still thinking like roll or something, and all of a sudden you'll do something else that's like more of a long distance, like you step back another one and do like that, or you go back and back stuff, just coming up and going. I was thinking like stabs down the middle, tighter stuff. Not these things like you just like your head will be up thinking this and roll, and you'll just disappear, and then something comes up or around, and like something super circular and wide that I wasn't thinking of. I'm thinking about this really direct down the middle. Just once again, that's why the bait switch is such a good thing. Set them having a change. I'm thinking about straight lines, and then the circles and speed assists get me the same thing, and they're only thinking about the circulars, speed assists, and all of a sudden you go stab and step. It's a different, like they're thinking elasticos, not Dorello, but it's a popos. So you have to be able to interchange, and it's also the posture and the weight shifting. You're doing well with it. But I'm wanting to recognize even faster in my mind, going, they're not opening, they're staying in Largo, this is the answer. And you go, all right, now I fucked this up, oh I tried this, but they have too little defense. Switch to this is the answer. I should just have a checklist going, try this, doesn't work, next, try this, doesn't work, next. And maybe you get to a point and goes, now it loops back to the beginning, or you go, when it gets to this point, you go to 8, moves in, and you go back to 4, and you can loop 4 to 8, reverse it, go back to the beginning.
That's really reading.
That's what I mean, it's really feeling your opponent, reading what's happening and the timing and the measurement, and how defensive, offensive, how opening. Can I make them flinch? Is it an opening flinch? Is it a contracted flinch? Like, the difference. It's interesting.
It is, it's hard.
But I want to be able to read that shit straight away. And like, and some people, you know, like even if, it sounds funny because sometimes people at a higher level are more predictable, but they're just so good at what they do, it doesn't matter that you can predict them, like Ray pulling shit out. Oh. He's so good at it that he's just like, I know you're going to get me anyway.
Well, I'm trying to read you in my checklist.
Yeah.
Because then I'm not trying to read my checklist.
You're more trying to,
and then look at
you're more just trying to cover the holes and go, what would the checklist cover here? Yeah. And then you're going, if I'm just going through my checklist in the right technique, my checklist should be, and you're going, you should just.
But I am trying to look at where I've done it and you haven't or something.
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to have too much, what are you doing?
And I'll say too many times when I go, what's he doing? I get sucked into the mirror bait. And then I'm like, we start mirroring too much, and then they realise I'm copying and set me up with something. Yeah. I keep getting paid with that. Yeah. I realise that I'll be like just doing random stuff, and then I'll drop down here, and then 5 seconds later, he drops his hand. And I'll go here, and go for like a back step. And then he'll go low. And I'll be like, okay, and then you get the back step. And I'm like, interesting. So then I'm like, I'm going to go fake up high, and he fakes up high, and I just launch at him, and he's like, whoa, and I'm like, he copied my last 3 moves exactly 2 seconds after I did it. And I'm just like, all right, I want him to go wide. I'm like, I wish his hand went out there. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And then his hand goes out. I'm like, fucking dead. And I was like, oh, it works. And I was like, he's like, how are you doing that to me? I'm like, all right, stop copying me. And I'm like, I didn't even mean to. And I just realized halfway through, I'm like, you're mirroring everything I'm doing. And I'm like, all right, I don't even use this anticipating that often, but I have to now. I'm like, they're going to copy like that, just do it. Like, yeah. Ray does it real well because you don't realise you're copying him. I'm like, maybe it's the same case, maybe he didn't know he was copying me, but I feel like Ray does stuff so subtly, like, it's so annoying. I hope we can go see him again soon. I know he said he was doing about a year at that job. It's probably been like 9 months now. I think he took it like March, April. So I'm like, oh, like, even if he's gonna finish the whole year, like, hopefully in the next couple of months he'll be back to like doing stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have to go do the class, but yeah, that was good. We fixed one over as well. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, like, a lot of the videos in the last couple of weeks have been really good. Like, the ones I've been editing and uploading in the next couple of days, like, I've rewatched some of them 2 or 3 times in a row now. Even after I finished editing them, I realized that there was some good information that kept rewatching. And, like, I might even feel like there's one in particular that I've watched almost 4 times. It's only a 20-minute video, but it applies to everything: the footwork, the movement, the checklist, the head movement, baiting, the range, timing. I was like, we covered all 9 or 10 things and ticked it off and explained it verbally. And I was like, oh, man. That's why I'm talking about it and going, it's actually helping because I've watched the video, it's refreshing it. Now I'm saying it out loud, it's cementing it in my head. Then I'll go back and I'll compare the videos and see if there's anything different in what I worded, if something fell off in the movement. Be interesting. Yeah, no, cheers, man. That was good. I know, right? I still do find it cringy watching myself, and every now and then someone's like, are you watching yourself on camera? I'm like, yeah, shut up. Like, but it helps with my students more, and it's helping my own technique way more. Like, it's better to have a teacher like Ray watching and telling, but if you can't, then that's the next best thing is a video. And
it still hurts.
Exactly. I know. It's still very cringy, especially when you do something wrong and you're like, oh,